You are now seeing the objects exactly as they were photographed. Comprehensive analysis has eliminated meteors. Their form is circular and sometimes elliptical. This fits the commonly used flying saucer description.
Hey, what's going on, people? This is your boy Say One History on the Awaken Show, back again. And I wanted to talk about this footage that's playing in the background. Now, there's very little information to this footage here, other than the fact that it's coming from Argentina. And other than that, you guys, I mean, that's pretty much it. But the reason why this footage is so special is because everyone is posting it up here, and they're deeming it as a legitimate UFO sighting. Now, I'm not one to bust up a UFO watch party because, hey, I mean, I love them myself, don't we all? But I think at some point we all need to look at the UFO sightings that we see on YouTube or any other social media site with a healthy level of skepticism. And I'll give you a prime example. Back maybe 4 or 5 years ago, there was a video that came out from China claiming that there was some kind of supernatural city hovering on a cloud in the middle of the sky. Now, I know that seems pretty ridiculous at face value, but there were scientists and people who created video editing software that came out and said that this video that they were watching was legitimate. And then shortly after that, theories started getting thrown around saying that this was Project Bluebeam, this was something that the Chinese government was cooking up here, or the US was implementing some kind of strategic mental warfare on the Chinese people here. Now, at this time, there was so much conflicting information, I didn't know what to believe. But there was a gentleman that came out and said that this phenomenon that we were witnessing was actually known as a Phantom Organa. Now, if you're not familiar with the word, don't get down on yourself, because at first I wasn't either. Now, I'm going to go ahead and throw on my reading cap for you guys here. It says, a Phantom Organa is a complex form of superior mirage that is seen in a narrow band right above the horizon. Now, it says Phantom Organa mirages significantly distort the object or objects on which they are based, often such that the object is completely unrecognizable. Now, a lot of these pictures that I'm showing you are in the daytime, and as you look at them, you can see it almost looks like the objects or the boats or cruise ships in mind are actually floating above the water. Now, what would this look like if you actually had a cruise ship with thousands of lights in the middle of the night and there's a Phantom Organa? It would look like something that we're watching in this video. Now, can we say at 100% certainty that that's what's going on? No, of course not. But at the same time, I'm leaning at about 97% on this one. So unfortunately, you guys, I'm going to have to say this one is pretty identified here. But I am open to hearing other theories. So if you have some out there that are good, definitely let me know. I mean, and you know, we're all going to come to our own conclusion, you know, whatever that may be anyway. But, you know, if you have some good ideas out there or theories, definitely shoot them my way. With that being said, this is your boy Say One History. Make sure that you like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can be updated for all new content that's coming out. Thank you again, you guys, for being so patient with me, watching the show. I know I've been trying to get these live videos on, and it's been a pain in my rear end. But it hasn't been all bad news here. I've actually met some pretty cool guys. We are coming up with a new show here, or at least a segment for the Awaken Show, and that's actually going to be called the American UFO Society, where we're actually reviewing footage live. Now, we already done that here, kind of like as a test run, but you should see a more refined version coming out pretty soon of that. But I like to give mad props out to Anthony, Randy, and then of course my boy Michael. So everyone, you know, like and subscribe, like I was saying before, hit that notification bell, and we will definitely get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you, take care, and be safe. Peace.